will be watching, I think I'll watch Rib roll out just to see what he does on this map.
And I'll watch Brigo, see who gets there faster.
The Rib going for the fast rollout, hits the bounce, so he's there quite fast. Brigo actually did it as well.
Actually.
Rib with a really nice sticky though onto Brago.
Rib's
so Rib
getting
jumps
really
onto the point, goes aggressive, doesn't really do anything on the back, backs off with it. And we'll see CC start going to forwards now. In fact, no, they're playing really, really defensively. Tvik goes down for Zebaside.
Nice pick by Sticky, perfect arc. And they're chasing them out sewers. Brago's probably getting caught out here, but no, CC pulling it back, they're getting quite aggressive. Surely they're going to get cleaned up, and Brago gets out as well.
Rib's jumping in to cut them off as well. He's gone for the wrong stickies though. And the demo does manage to jump away, and that scout eventually picked off. There we go, and really, really nice middle.
I really like what Samsy did there. He suicided, well he didn't suicide directly, but he died to get his medic and demo out. And now CC have a chance to hold last, but Broder going to push it before they get it. Tvik's going Pyro to try and push that fast push from mid-right lobby, from the defender's perspective.
Yeah, and it looks like Broder might push that way as well at the moment, as we can see, have the luxury of seeing them through the wall.
He just made a little flame sound, didn't he? They're just sitting in the lobby, they're just waiting. I don't know what they're waiting for, but they're waiting. I guess they're discussing the push, and they're going mid-left, yes, and Zebo gets caught off with the Pyro. Oh no, and then the Pyro gets Ubered. Surely Crackline are going to chase this? Are they going to chase into lobby? No, they got two players behind them. If Broder play this right, they can really use these players behind and Tech with a huge bomb in, gets rockets on all the Crackland players. And now Broder are just focusing the point and Crackland clean it up. I don't think Tech played that right.
Yeah, those players that went behind, it felt like kind of rushed the point a little bit too early. I feel if they'd gone up top and just kind of flanked a little bit and dealt damage from the top, it would have worked out much, much better for Broder. But CC with a really, really nice hold actually, and takes second point as well. I think that Pyro swap from Tvik, Broder were not expecting that whatsoever, and as you said, I heard him get buffed. He got buffed and then said, yay, thank you for the buff, the little Pyro noise, but I think Broder heard him and they just ran straight into him. What a waste of their Uber. They did get some players on the flank, but unfortunately it didn't work out. When
Mirren's got a large advantage, or much larger than what I expected. Did Marvel go down? I didn't think he got picked off. He must have done, I guess.
He did, yeah, he did. They both got picked up. Marilyn died a lot earlier, so that means that Broder will have Uber advantage.
And they've got 95%, and if they push this fast, they should be able to force out Crackland and try and hold off the balcony before they re-push. And Marvel's 80%, and they're backing out. They're backing out bottom right, and Broder need to hold the balcony now, and Zebasai is way ahead of me, already pushing into last. Pressuring them off, but he's not holding the balcony anymore.
Yeah, but CC can't come back out after losing...
They're so far back.
Yeah, they lost Ips, and after that they could not come back out, and actually Tvik gets picked off as well. So I would expect Broder to come in with like two players, try and force this Uber. In fact, they're getting time on the point as well, trading a couple of players, but there's the Uber finally pop. Broder going to back away, try and take this Uber advantage and have that 50-60% of Uber advantage to push back into last. I don't think Crackland can.
No, they didn't. They've got 75%. They've just got to go for the full turtle defense. In fact, they're holding quite forward. I think they're going to try for the early force before Broder realise it, and then back off, but it doesn't look like it's working. And Tech's
gone Spy. I don't... that's a bit of a weird decision when they got Uber advantage. And they're just slowly wasting this Uber advantage at the moment. They've got 50% right now, getting into lobby. They're pushing this really, really slowly when they got Uber advantage. It's really surprising for Broder.
And Tech's not really doing much. They Uber in. They Uber the same way against the Pyro, and they've got to focus the Pyro too hard, and Marble surely is going to get this Uber if he plays it right. Actually no, he's not built it so well. He's only got 90%. If the Marble goes down, 92%, no! Poor Marble. Surely they should have had it by then.
Man, what a great push from Broder though. Really, really clinical, even with that Pyro there just to mess them up. And yeah, I said they were going to waste all that Uber advantage. Maybe they timed it down perfectly and knew Marble wouldn't have his Uber there, and there we have it. Rib actually slow roll out, so he doesn't go for the main health pack. He decides to push towards that right hand side. Brago did go fast, and we'll have to wait and see what the aggression is going to happen from Broder here, as they have more point presence right now. Will they overextend slightly too much there? Tech jumps in, goes down. Really poor jump there, and actually here we go, CC, this defensive play, forcing overextension from Broder, really nice.
Chasing down the medic hard, but he surely will get it. Oh, he picks him off just before Cookie finishes off Ips. Well played by Ips. But in another CC middle, and almost wipe. Now it's wipe, briefly. And there's an aggressive sniper from Broder here. Tech, I think he's going to go in from the bottom right, probably? No, he's going balcony. I don't agree with going that way. Look, he just get picked off.
That was a weird decision. Would you prefer him going bottom right just to maybe open the door and get something?
Go for one shot and then back out to last.
Yeah, we actually see the Uber coming in from
Uber
CC on the
comes in
bottom
very early.
They're going top left straight away, and actually, in fact, they're focusing the point, getting that heavy down. Lots of players on the floor. They've only really got 1-2 kills, now 3 kills, and I think CC should cap this. Yeah, there we go, 1-all.
Perfect push.
A great reply round from CC after Broder did take that first round. And it felt like Broder slightly overextended on middle, and CC's defensive play has paid off for them there. We'll have to wait and see if that actually happens again. I kind of expect it, the CC to play that defensive play, but not
they
really
had,
go
they
for
had
it.
too many on the floor. They should have had the scouts up top to deny the aggression that came over from CC after they backed them into the corner. But Rib's going aggressive over the point again. I don't like what he's doing. He's not really getting backed up by his team. He's really low. But T-Man goes down by Tech, and Tech's just bombing into choke, forces out Brigo, and if Broder follow up, they shouldn't get back in choke, but they're already through. Rib picks off Ips, and it's just Mirrolin again.
Yeah, Ips got 2 really vital frags on that middle in a row, and those 2 frags really turned the tides in CC's favour. Meant they actually managed to cap the middle point, and Mirrolin's backed all the way up to last. Players were chasing him, but unfortunately couldn't get him as he got into the spawn door. He's on 85%, and actually CC are going to lose a player. Vic. Will they actually get second point here? I would be surprised. I think Broder should contest this, and actually, yeah, it looks like CC really should back off.
Look at that perfect sticky trap for Brago. He knows what's up.
Whereabouts is it?
It was just 3 stickies on the floor, and he kind of stood on them. And Broder actually Uber into middle.
Yeah, no Tvik carry up, so they want to fight them while he's down.
CC's taken a lot of damage. If Broder should fight this, CC have taken much more damage. And Broder needs to take the height. No, they lose 2 players. They need to back out fast, and Tvik gets it second.
What? How did the spawning sniper kill 2 players?
Loads of people, and Rib's got an odd trap in the light he's been seeing in mind. And Broder are backing out to lobby, and they're just going to hold last, I assume, try and get some damage on second.
And that's a really good hold from CC. As you said, I thought Broder were going to have the better of that. After the Uber exchange happened, I felt they could have dispersed a little bit better, maybe got some more height advantage and then gone in for it. But instead, I think they sent one player in behind, and actually, yeah, Tvik's peeking the right.
He's uncontested. They need someone there, and Tech goes down. I think Tech would have been better placed if he was on the little barrels where Tvik was sniping from, but now Tvik's just got free reign. No one's spamming him. He's just fully up, just standing at the door.
Cookie's got sniper now as well, by the way, in the left-hand door, I think, or the right-hand door from the defensive point of view. And actually, Broder, CC
walked all
forcing their way in on the right-hand side. They get an Uber really close, and this is a single Uber.
Goes down to
Tvik gets a massive kill onto Rib, and I will see whether CC can actually push this player advantage. Heavy on the point, needs to get taken down, eventually goes down. 2 players down for Broder, 1 down for CC.
No, it's standing on the point and no one's going to block it. Oh wow, great block from Tech, but surely he's going to get finished off by Tvik, and he does. Well played by CC. Broder should have held closer to the door. They shouldn't have given Tvik all that space, because you can't give Tvik space.
In that one life, I think Tvik got like 6, 7, maybe 8 frags as sniper. That cannot happen whatsoever. You need to find some way to deal with that, as we are going back to mid. 2-1 to CC now, and Rib takes a big sticky from Brago. Rib now can't play whatsoever.
Look, the CC scouts are just sitting back. They're waiting until the team says go, and then they push over with buffs. Just watch it. Look, now the Crackland scouts go, and they've got a huge advantage. Broder's got to back out, and they all are. And will Crackland chase? They're fairly low. Samsy is, but he's going to get demolished. 4 HP, come on. Oh, and he misses the 4 damage shot.
Oh, what a jump from Brago. Caught Rib out. Rib's now on 14 HP, but nobody's chasing that up. Wow, Rib got out luckily there. And now we're going to have an equal Uber fight, I think, very shortly. Although Zebaside's down, so maybe CC will be pushing much quicker than they normally do.
They're going through this sewers. I think they're going to go far left. Try and get in as far as possible before. They're just waiting. Why? I don't agree with what they're doing. They're waiting until Zebaside gets back.
Obviously, that Zebasai's spawn is actually quite close to second point, and actually, it looks like they're going to suicide.
Twix suiciding, yeah, to go sniper.
That's going to be sniper. But he's still alive.
He did a lot of damage to both of Broder's scouts. And Broder's going to push off that. I bet they will. They're going through PC. Zebasai is just tunneling through the rockets. He gets Ubered. It's going to be a single Uber, and it's an Uber trade. But Crackland taking a lot of damage, but so is Zebo. But will the Broder scouts clean up? They're not even in. Bibben's in, but Cookie's all the way out. And surely this is going to Crackland. And Tech's going to get caught out as well. He does take down Ips though.
Yeah, just a soldier trade though. It's not really enough for them to be able to hold on to the second point.
Click on heavy, and surely they're going to get pushed all the way back to last again. Double soldier bomb. Rib's taking a lot of damage, but T-Mac gets destroyed by Rib. Well played by Rib. And he's getting fully buffed up again, and they're backing out? Yeah, they're backing out. They're waiting for the heavy, but Broder still don't have 2 players there. If Crackland knew, they probably would be pushing already, but no, they decided to back out.
But now Broder know there's this heavy, and I think Tvik thought they were going to definitely cap second point, and that's why he went heavy rather than sniper. Instead, this heavy on middle, it kind of seems pretty useless, but he does get a kill on Tech. He's trying to flank him. That's a pretty important killer. There's a scout there as well, so Tvik can push him out, and we'll see CC probably pressure this choke, and they get
Broder goes down. Rib goes down.
Zebasai comes around the choke and actually gets dropped.
Zebo gets dropped.
Dropped him.
That's really unfortunate. Broder just needs to leave. Just give it up. I really want to see a sniper from Broder. I don't want to see, because they know that heavy's coming in, and they can't give him space. They're probably going to try and get the heavy in from the right side from the attacker's perspective. Try and get him as far as possible without Ubering, and then finally trade the Ubers and then fall back to the 450 health heavy.
Yeah, I agree, and I think that's why they picked that heavy at the beginning anyway.
Tech's spy.
But actually, Tech's gone spy.
They're running like full off class. They've only got Demoman and Soldier on class, Zebu and Rib. And
Highlander 66. So let's see if Tech can get this crucial kill. He's gonna. Oh, that Marble was looking towards him, so I wonder if any decloaks now. If Marble's gonna look.
They've heard. They're going back for him. Oh, 4 players have gone back for him. Tech's just running around. They don't know. Oh, he's being chased now. If he can take this soldier all the way back, then it's not going to be too disastrous, because Ips is 100 HP. And he's just sitting in sewers, so it's still going to be a 5v5. But Broder's quite aggressive, and Twix just got into last. No one's gone top right. He's backed off wisely.
Roaming heavy.
Bray go down to Cookie snipe. Well played to Cookie, and Broder's probably going to push off this, but everyone's going through the same door. But they got a heavy on that, so it should be fine as long as Zebasai doesn't get destroyed by the heavy. And he has been, and this is a very poor Uber, and they've got to fall out.
Yeah, indeed, this is going to go really well for CC to re-push into last, I think, after Rib going down. But T-Mac does get headshot. There's no demo up for Broder, so CC can just push through those chokes pretty much for free. Maybe a couple of rockets even as they come through, and Cookie's actually being chased back right the way to spawn. The CC still playing it really slowly. Rib has now respawned, so they can't push in off that heavy, off that demo man kill, and we'll have to wait and see what they decide to do now. Maybe they're just trying to slow the game down.
Oh, they've moved a bit forward. Before they were just all clumped up on the point and just asking for spam and not even holding up the choke points. But now they're going forward with Cookie. They're trying to play around Cookie, getting those leg shots.
Again. Sorry, yeah. So Tech still spy.
This is really ballsy play.
They do have a slight Uber advantage here at Broder as well, so but I'm still going to keep on Tech POV. As actually Samsy gets picked by Cookie.
Tech's going to run into T-Mac on this balcony if he goes, and surely he's going to get picked off. But he's pushing with his team on balcony, and the Ubers are traded, and Tech's going to flank choke in a bit. Try and go for that medic pick after the Ubers, I guess. And T-Mac goes down. This is a very odd play that Crackland are actually losing to this. Oh, I say that, and then Rib goes down, and Mirrelin's 8 HP.
And Marble does get killed by Tech. And it's now 3 versus 3. Pushing into last, 3 versus 2. The heavy.
All on Biven now. All on Biven. Go on, Biven. I guess. Well, actually, he was fairly close then. 25 HP. A collective 60 HP on Crackland against the heavy. If Biven was slightly closer to the point, he could have clutched that.
Indeed, and we saw Zebasai leading from the front in the previous game, like taking his team forward, and he's actually only got 1 frag at the moment in this game.
Rib's going quite aggressive on this right side, actually. Let's see if Broder follows up on the damage. I don't think he's actually done that much.
Rib's pushing really, really far on that right-hand side. He's got the health pack sort of secured for his team now. Soldier bums in on him, and he does manage to survive. Mirrolin goes down, though. Brago does take the other side down
all out, but Marvel's got excellent positioning. He's just sitting back in the sewers. He knows the suiciding players are coming, and he's just getting out. And Broder suicided on no one. Wow, Cookie. Cookie managed to take out Vic with his pistol on about 30 HP.
Yeah, he's going back just make sure Rib goes down. There we go. Cookie will come back in, and do they know he's going to come back in?
Know. They've got to know, and Cookie gets taken down by Samsung.
Even taunts.
Well, he taunts. He needs to be pushing into second.
Oh, so, yeah, really nice middle yet again from Crackclan, and it's this defensive play. Like Broder are just trying to push in together as a team, but it's not really working. They're just getting picked apart so far by CC. Yeah,
Fix on the sniper. They've got no scouts for the second point. And that's not too much of a big deal. The scouts on that important on the second, but it's a bit difficult to cap. And Broder actually pushing this?
They get Mirrolin
down. The Ubers are in. Wow.
And Marvel's going to go down thanks to Zebasai as well. And that's actually a back cap on the scout. Zebasai's going to go join them as well.
Brago gets taken down. What is going on? This is really strange play. I don't know what Crackland did, but they were pushing with a full Uber advantage and they managed to lose. But Samzi's behind them, but they know. And yes, destroyed. But Tvix trying to peek back in as sniper and takes down Cookie. Ah, Tvix got on the soldier, easy.
Do you reckon? He's going for the body shots while he's jumping at the moment, I think. Trying to stop that like jumping speed. Now he's just ninjaing. You're not killing me, soldier, that's what he's saying. So yeah,
Cookie's back on sniper.
This game seems to have gone very, very weird, very quickly.
Push, they should be able to get him for free, but no, they're too slow again, and Broder's spamming the choke. Although Tech's taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, indeed. So now we're going to wait for the Ubers to be built by both teams, and Broder are actually just going to probably push. This is the push that I've talked about before with them. They didn't seem to get very right, don't do it very right, especially with that sniper of Tavik up. So I'm going to try and keep my eye on Tavik, as well as trying to work out where CC are going to put. I mean, Broder are going to push from. It looks like they're going to go in from sewers, and actually Tavik's kind of caught out really, really close. So will they be able to pick him off? He does surf. Brilliant surfer by Tavik to stay alive. And now we'll see CC pop their Uber in exchange with Broder's, and actually Brago gets 2 kills. Zebasai's really, really low as well, and that was Mirrolin going down.
All the way and gets destroyed by Rib. Well played by Rib. And Rib gets a second one.
Did Mirrolin drop his Uber?
I think so. I didn't see the red Uber go up.
Oh dear.
But Rib gets killed, and it's just Bibbin and Tex in spawner, so it's just Bibbin. And he takes down Admirable. Well played by Bibbin. And surely Broder are going to block this now. If they don't get destroyed by Tvik, who's immediately going up to snipe behind that crate to pick off any medic who happens to be walking through choke. And he shoots the soldier away. The soldier gets knocked back. Which,
wow. What a
big
bomb and what a play coming in from the flank.
And that is just completely won his team the middle. And now Admirable has the Uber advantage, although he's not healing anyone. Vic gets taken down by Cookie. Broder might go for this, you know. Marble's not there to heal up yet, so it's fairly even. And they are going in, and Crackland falling all the way out. It's up to Cookie to make a big headshot now, and he takes down Samzi. And CC don't want to go in for the same reason Bro didn't. There's a sniper there, and he's going to have a full charge shot staring at that choke.
Well, there were 2 players down as well, so they definitely couldn't get back in once Samzi went down, and now we got Cookie with the opportunity maybe to get another kill.
I bet Tvig's going to peek into PC. I bet he's going to peek. He's going to be peeking in and waiting for this sniper pick. Actually, no, he's very defensive.
So we can see Cookie about to open that door, shut a door, and maybe take Tavik's head off. He sees the soldier's called where Tavik's hiding, I think now, and Tavik just takes Cookie down. Knew exactly what was going on there, and what a kill from Tavik. And we'll see CC now possibly push Tavik forward to get even more frags as he's trying to peek onto that choke.
And he kills Rib.
Walks into the crosshair and gets taken down.
Oh wow, what a shot by Tavik on Bibbin. He's just immediately taken down 3 players of Broder, survives with 3 HP. And that's surely secured the middle for Crackland. Although they've only got 5 players because Tavik doesn't really count as one with 3 HP. And
the Mirroring does go down. Zebasai goes down.
Brego
Back cap though.
Flies in.
Tech on the back cap with that pain train. So this is quite a clever play so far as for Tech, and they might just
Surely he's
might
going to
cap
get
this
this.
out.
Oh, well played by Tech. He knew how to play that. There was no chance Sanji was going to block that. And Cookie's fighting Brego on the Broder choke, and he gets taken down. And sure, this is going to be a mid hold for Broder. And Marmal's got 30. Oh wow, Twig with an excellent snipe onto Mirrolin. They are just giving him so much space right now, and Broder's going to start pushing. They need to push.
I don't think they can. None of them are really set up whatsoever to get into a position to push and try and get that.
They were so far forward. They could have been caught out by Crackland, but they managed to get out.
So we're going to have to rely on Cookie, I think, now to get that medic kill. In fact, he's going to try and get to Vic. Nope, doesn't really go for this shot. Trying to look to see if he can find that medic and maybe get that medic kill. Looks like maybe he's going to rotate to CC, or PC and get it.
Yeah,
time
CC
left,
are
guys,
actually pushing
is
PC
9
right
minutes.
now.
So yeah, Broder do just pop straight.
Brego
CC do
jumps
pop
in.
straight
They
in.
might kill Brego actually. No, everyone's missed everything on Brego. He's just sitting there and he surfs out. Surfs that sticky out. And,
CC have not got any kills with that Uber whatsoever. Broder did back miles away out, and they're not actually going to come back in whatsoever. Although there's a back cap.
Mirrolin gets taken down.
Tvik,
That was a big pick by Tvik. Mirrolin had about 70%. Yeah, they were definitely going to, even if they didn't block that, they would have at least recapped it with the Uber, but Tvik again saving the round.
Here comes Tech trying to get that medic, but what? Whoever that was, I think it was either Samzy or T-Mac, jumped in front of Tech's second rocket. That rocket was going to kill Admirable. It's a really, really clever play from them. I don't think they even meant it, but it worked out. And CC are going to take this second point.
Rib?
8 minutes left. Currently,
For a second I thought Rib went down.
it's currently 3-1, guys. 8 minutes left. So actually, Ips has got Engineer. They are camping this. Oh dear. They tried to do this before on Granary and it did not work in the Golden Cap. Zebasai pushed really, really aggressively and took advantage of it, but they did not have an Engineer that time around, so I wonder...
Mirrolin's on crits, actually, which is not so great against an Engineer, especially when Bibben goes down. That's not what you want.
Indeed, so is this going to be a Zebasai crits? I think it's going to be a Zebasai crits. He goes for the sniper, misses
no.
the shot, goes for the...
Why are they critting Zebasai? Why? And the Uber gets forced at least, but why would they not crits Rib? Why would you do upward soldier crits? It doesn't make any sense. But at least they got the advantage now, but they need to be holding close because Tvik's going to be going for the plays.
Yeah, and but they do know about that sentry as well, so they're kind of forced now to take Rib in with this crit. But Rib gets pushed really, really far back. 30 HP he was on, and he's actually going to have to go all the way back into spawn. And this is always just slowing down Broder. All this little aggression CC are doing to just then back out. It's just slowing down anything Broder can do. And
they need to be. Broder needs to be taking space right now. They've got 90% crits, and they're not in the position to push yet. And all the while, Admirable Zuber is ticking up, and I think they're going to crit Rib this time.
Rib's going to die though. Rib just gets taken down by Brego. Where's Zebasai? He's going to take this crit screen. He does get it, but Admirable well out of that second point. Clever play from CC. And now they're just going to try and push in, I assume, with the super advantage, or they're just going to camp?
I'd say less clever play from CC, but more bad play from Broder. They pushed with Rib, but he didn't get crits, and he got killed by the Demo Man. It wasn't a trap, it was just sticky being laid down. And then they decided to do the crits from underneath with Zebasai, which is even worse, and he didn't even do any damage. But the sentry gets taken down, they're just going for a non-Uber push.
They kind of have to at this rate, at this moment in time, and it's actually trading players, but no, in fact, Cookie does go down. In fact, it wasn't traded players. Zebasai and Cookie both down, the two main playmakers for Broder, and Crackline are definitely going to move.
If Mirrolin survives, the crits get popped off, and Brego goes down to a rogue sticky. And Broder are pushing out quite successfully now right now. Samzy's 11 HP, surely going to get taken down. No! And Tvik's in last, actually. Oh, that was very close to Mirrolin's head. Would have been a hero pick.
Will Broder have the opportunity to actually cap this point now? They're coming out with all 4 of their players. They do take down T-Mac. They're going to get time on this point now. There's a scout coming in for Mirrolin. Mirrolin's 60 HP. Samzy gets taken down. And Mirrolin does survive.
Sniper all game, every game. And he's sitting behind the crate. And he's being sieged. Surely he's going to go down. Oh, he's so low. 16 HP. He gets taken down. Overextension. Going for the hero plays. And Cookie again. Oh, the Chris gets popped off. I don't understand. Again, they're so far back and they're critting the soldier. I don't know why.
They did get Rib there in the end, but unfortunately didn't actually get any kills with it. Maribel on 80% now. Will Broder keep going? Are they going to try and chase him down? Yeah, Zebo's onto him, gets one more onto him, he does go down.
Well
with
played.
a brilliant play. They do take him down, and now they're going to try and cap this point. ×5 on it, and there's only 3 players left up for CC, but 2 players now left up for Broder.
Wow, Samsy. Excellent play by the Crackman scouts, especially from Samsy, taking down a fully buffed scout, and then with the help of Twit, taking down the second fully buffed scout. And Crackman just moving on to middle. Time's 4 on this point, and the Broder spawns are quite late. They're not going to be able to block this.
And look at that, by the way, again. Broder cannot push that second point at all, can they?
Nope.
So CC do come back with the middle point, and now they should be able to onto it, although
they
mid
might
goes
try
down.
to mid, you know, because Admirable's so slow to mid because he got that last spawn, and he's not even a choke yet. He's finally a choke, but Broder have got a lot of presence on this. I really like
with a lovely air shot onto the Zeba side though. So let's see if CC do want to contest this. It's currently 5 versus 4 in their favour. Samsy and Brego with 2 good
Broder
kills.
just need to back out. It's too late. Merlin's still on the crits. With the crits disadvantage, about what 20% of disadvantage. And Brego's going to launch in, and Rib's got caught out. Surely he's going to go down.
He does manage to jump out actually with a nice sticky
Well
jump.
played by Rib. I thought he was a goner.
But it was
Broder
almost
got to get his
jumped
force
into
out.
he almost jumped into Brego's random pipes. It was quite funny, but unfortunately for CC, he doesn't manage to take him. Actually, the Uber's triggered. What? Yeah, Crit's triggered, and the Uber in exchange. Sorry, I forgot it was Crit still from Mirrorlin. They've gotta make this work really, but unfortunately it's not. Cookie and Bim both scouts down. Let's see if CC can push the
away with 5 HP.
Mirrorlin's on 8 HP now as well. Mirrorlin goes
Just
down.
tech on last. And this is surely going to be a GG. Oh, big air shot. And misses the double. But well played to Samsy. Samsy's 35 frags at the moment, with the next being Brego on 26.
Wow, that is he's playing absolutely out of his skin, man. So of course this is currently 4-1 now, guys. There's 3 minutes left. It's still possible, but CC I don't think will be giving this up. And now we'll see as Rib does roll out normally. He's slightly slower than Brego, but he does quite a lot of damage here. In fact, both demos go quite low. And we'll see Rib back off, and Samsy gets taken down early by Cookie. Broder going all out aggressive. And do they have a crit squeak? Is it still crits from Merlin? Yes, they do. Crits. So he's currently 90% now, so I'm going to swap over to Rib as he's about to come through choke and take this crit. Let's see if he can get the kill onto
Ips is hiding behind. He's going to go for the big equalizer drop. Oh, Mirrorlin Craters falls to a death after the wall shot by Ips, and well played by Ips. Managed to get a mid pick on 15 HP.
Very well played, and now we'll see if Broder can actually cap second point. I doubt it with all these
This is gotta be a crackling map.
Our control point is being captured.
Yeah, indeed.
But Broder can still go for my prediction of 4-2. So that's now what's on the line now.
I wonder if they're going to just go balls to the wall aggressive now and just keep going like they have for the past couple of minutes. It's kind of worked for them, to be honest. It's worked better than the first few minutes.
Crackline get Ubered early, and Brego jumps all the way in, chasing down Mirrorlin. Mirrorlin's got the dodges though. Mirrorlin's got the crazy dodges, and Brego's having a fit.
Samsy going absolutely huge at the moment. Still just... Oh, as soon as that Uber gets popped, he just chases down Rib, then one-on-one's a scout afterwards. Now he's coming in for the clean-up frags at choke, gets one. He's now going to try and chase down Mirrorlin, although there's a forward spawner. They haven't got middle. I don't think Samsy cares. He's trying to get that medic frag. I think he's probably trying to get 40 frags as well. I wonder if I can quickly have a look at his score.
He should be over by now, shouldn't it? Yeah, he should be 30 seconds over, so...
Yeah, indeed, so... Wow, what an absolute amazing map from CCM. I kind of expected it a little bit. Broder were maybe a little bit impatient. I'm not 100% what it was, but CC just playing it really, really cautiously and safely, and especially with that engineer sort of play. I don't think Broder were expecting them to do that with like 8 minutes left, and it kind of killed about 3-4 minutes off the clock until Broder came out. Obviously had to switch to that crit screen, and while it kind of worked for them, unfortunately they couldn't really manage to push all the way out, and that fight on second where Samsy went huge, got both the scouts, and then T-Mac came in and cleared up the last player, that pretty much won them the game from there, and absolutely brilliant. So this is, of course, TF2 dev time, guys. For those of you who haven't watched it, the game is effectively over. But in Europe, we play to 30 minutes.
5 seconds
So we
left.
keep going until the end of that.
Can Broder win my prediction? No, they can't.
So I called 4-1 before the game, I think. But so who was your man of the map then here, Stark?
Gotta go with Samsey. Samsey played really well, especially since Vic sniped for about half the game. It was really impressive that he managed to hold the flank against players like Cookie and Viven. It's not something you see every day, but I wouldn't say the Broder scouts played too well. I'm not sure whether it was them or the medical or a combination of both, but they definitely weren't doing enough.
Yeah, I would agree. And I would agree with Samsey playing pretty much out of his skin. Zebasai at the beginning of the game, the map didn't really seem to be into it. I felt that maybe might have been why they lost a couple of rounds early. Unfortunately for them. We will try and get some interviews, guys, I think, now. I'll try and get Zebasai and Marable in. Those guys pretty easy to chat to. So I'll quickly do that. Just going to talk to them very, very quickly. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us. There's still those of you who have stayed here. And one thing I do want to talk about, actually, is that with the fact that CC took that golden cap on Granary, they got at least a point on Granary. They actually took this map 4-2 in ETF2L points. If they win 6-0 against Quarantine, which in theory they should do, they will get the second seed going into the playoffs, which is pretty huge.
That's big. That's unexpected.
Yeah. Like, Broder to me are always, like, I see them as the second best team, but obviously early in the season they kind of didn't play very well against Epsilon. I've just got to give the mumble info to these guys, so expect a little bit of dead air time while I quickly pass the mumble info over to these guys.
I think on paper, Broder definitely look better than Crackland, like player-wise. But then I think it is the styles that separates them. I think if Broder played the classic TF2 style, or the classic one, the one where the soldiers bomb, maybe a bit more of a pocket soldier, but then it's all about the scouts. They just push the scouts in, 2 fully buffed scouts, and then the scouts have a little duel, and whoever wins, they win basically their team the point. And I think if they played more around their scouts, I think they definitely should have taken that. But it's how they play. I guess it's how they like to play. I can't really question it.
Yeah, so we're just moving some people in to come and have an interview. We've got Zebasai joining us right now, so thank you very much for coming on afterwards, Zebasai.
Hello.
Yeah, so let's start with a fairly simple one. What went wrong on Process from your point of view?
I don't know. Processor is a good map for us except for CC. We just can't beat them. We don't counter snipe very well. And we had to just rush the game pretty much the whole time, because they were also in the lead and we knew they were gonna turtle it. And it didn't work out at all.
Hello.
Hey.
GG, Rebel.
GG.
For those of you that don't know that other voice that has just joined us, that is Ips from Crackland, of course. Thank you very much for joining, Ips, and congratulations on winning. And in actual fact, something that I want to point out, I just mentioned it, is that if you guys win against Quarantine, win both maps against Quarantine, you will take second place from under the noses of Broder.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Easy.
We knew it's gonna happen, so it's not surprising.
Fair enough. Confidence.
Yeah, we were pretty confident, man. You were talking about Team Egg and us and me being pocket might be a downgrade, but we're pretty confident that we are stronger now. We are.
Yeah, fair enough.
Love you, Minimus.
Zebo, I have a question for you. Your team has often been remarked as quite an odd style, especially for Europe, where you pocket the soldier gets most of the heals, and then you single Uber, which is quite common, but then your team is kind of coming in with less heals than their team. Do you think this might have been hurtful to you, because you seem like the better team on paper?
I don't know. We talked about how we want to play, and I suggested this way, and everyone agreed. So I think it's the way we want to play. We just have to practice, make it work better.
They're one hell of a team, man. That was the first time we had a close game against them on Granary, and we didn't win. Like Greg said, we won. Isn't it a tie or something?
No, you won.
You still get 1 point though. So.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. It was a really, really good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, something I want to bring up here is your engineer swap on Process, Ips. Obviously, you were 4-1 up, I think, at the time, or Was it 3-1 up, I think, at the time, and then you got another round afterwards.
It was
Um,
8 minutes on the clock or something, and in PCWs before we were trying to engineer, and it was really just to park the bus basically, and we were expecting a crit change from Ireland because we recently just dropped him, and it's really hard to push out with crits against the sentry gun. Even with Uber against the sentry gun on Spy push, it's so difficult, and it worked out. Like they were critting their soldiers in, and they had to focus multiple targets. Everybody splattered, so it worked. It is really nothing to troll or something like this. Like we just
Yeah, it
wanted to buy
was a really
time
good
and,
read then.
yeah.
If you called all of that, maybe we should return back to the granary game and the golden cap. It felt like you were trying to do the same sort of thing, like parking the bus in that yard sort of position.
Yeah, we got one really outstandingly good call from our good medic to jump the heavy with soldiers, and that didn't work out. And then that lost us basically the yard hold when we were holding ramp. And over the last 2 weeks, we started to adapt a playstyle where we said we're not going to push without any advantages. And there we were, their Uber just faded, so their people were like fully buffed, and the heavy was spotted too late while we were mid-air, and we should just have holded mid. We fucked it up there, and they really nicely utilized on their heavy and their positioning there and just us back.
Yeah, it was my fault, absolutely. But at the time we started the push, we had a man advantage. They Ubered into us, taking quite a bit of damage, but T-Mac had managed to get behind them as the Uber feared it, so my call was, use that distraction to push through. But as soon as we started to push, Ipsa jumped in. It was just me and Brago in the ramp room, or coming through the little sort of connector there. And I think it was Tech or one of the soldiers, maybe Zebo, bombed in and just destroyed me and Brago. We were already weak, but it was that and the fact that I didn't realise there was a heavy. There was method to my madness, but yep, absolutely a bad call.
I've got one thing to bring up, which was the Broder push from second yard into middle with no foreseeable advantage. I think it was you did it 3 times and twice it didn't go so well, and then the one time where I thought it really wouldn't do anything, it actually won you with a huge disadvantage.
Is that when they push in from far right side into middle?
It's because Twick went down, and we knew he was gonna spawn sniper, or at least I thought he would, so I called it, and we didn't want to deal with the sniper, so we just took the risk and pushed, and that time it worked out.
It seemed like a tactic that is mainly used that the enemy team doesn't expect it, but you used it after using it twice in a row, seemingly very oddly. So did you not think they destroy you as you came through?
Well, the first time we did it from left side, and we did it with Uber versus Uber. We just wanted to get a pick or something, but it never worked out. But on the last push, they were 1 down, so we had the advantage. And everyone just clutched, and it worked.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they just collapsed over us, completely catching us with the pants down. We didn't expect them to do it again, and this time it just completely caught us off guard. Really good.
Like after that Epsilon game, they did a lot of non-Uber pushes against us. And we're really trying to make sure our position's good even in the downtime, and like almost expect it, be paranoid. But Broder were really good. They definitely deserved to win Granary, even though it was close. Well played to them. We were playing like pussies, but that was our game plan.
I want to point out that we finally won our home map in an official.
That's our first victory since the Process Cup.
Yeah. After that, we never won an official on Process since the Process Cup.
The curse is broken.
I'm crying tears of joy, man. Was the cast good?
It was very enjoyable from our point of view, especially Granny went so close. Although there were quite a few little stalematey things. Obviously, you've mentioned you guys trying to slow it down. Like I watched the game against Epsilon before, and they was just like freely walking in chokes, and like when they had no Uber, basically no Uber, they were just coming in. Did you feel you actually knuckled down on that today? Like Broder tried to do it a few times on Granary. I think they managed it once, as I think Stark mentioned it before. Did you guys feel that you stepped up your game enough that maybe next time you play Epsilon you'll be able to stop that?
I think we're still sloppy in holding chokes, but this time our positioning was better. That means that before we were stuck in between the choke point and the CP, let's say, and when they pushed in, we were completely out in the open. If you remember when we just sat on second on Process when we played against Epsilon, and they had numlocked and both soldiers just flying above us, and this time we actually really paid attention to have the vital classes for holding and pushing points, being in the right position to get out of situations. Like if we're not confident enough, and I feel sometimes we are not confident enough to have like proper spam and proper hold on chokes, we now try to make sure that at least James survives it. That's something we realize that the medic has to stay alive.
Bring you back to the Process game quickly. I just want to ask, have you played against Broder while doing that engineer tactic, the engineer hold on second point? Because it seems that because it seemed that Tech kept going spy when they were holding last, because they assumed you'd be running an engineer.
Well, I can answer it. It was just, we had so little time on the clock, and I knew they would just turtle, so I just called Tech, go spy, and if he gets a lucky pick, we would push out with it.
Do you know what happened in that scenario when Tech went spy? James heard his footsteps like 10 meters behind him.
What a keener.
Absolutely. We're not sure if that guy is not still running the teamfortress.tv plugin. I don't know. I should press some demos on that point.
Man.
I was lucky that we heard him, basically. Otherwise, that could have turned around. It
didn't look like luck. It seemed like as soon as he uncloaked, every one of you turned around.
Yeah.
That was my big calls.
Yeah, James heard.
I heard him even before he uncloaked, man.
Oh.
Get on my level, TF2 players.
I kind of have to go very shortly, guys. So if anybody has any questions for any of Marvel, Ips, or Zebasai, please put them in chat right now. We've kind of covered a few things. Let's talk about the quarantine game. Do you guys reckon you're just going to get 6 points and take second place now?
Yes.
Okay.
Easy mode.
So, yeah. Maybe quarantine a single point. We'll see a rematch of this game before the playoffs if you end up on the same amount of points. No? Too much to ask. Too much to hope for.
I think we get second if we're even points, because we have better wins versus like BFF where they dropped the map.
True.
I think, wasn't it what happened was you needed 1 point to get into second position? Assuming Crack Clan 6-0 quarantine.
Well, if they 6-0 quarantine, isn't it even points? And then I think we get second, because...
Oh, is it?
Like, we beat BFF and they didn't. Sort of. I don't know how it works, but...
I don't think anyone does.
I'm not worried, man. I'm just glad we made the playoffs.
Alright, well, thank you very much for joining us afterwards, guys, for this interview. And thank you very much to all of our viewers for joining us this evening on teamfortress.tv. Stark and Lex, thank you for joining me this evening to cast and for operating the camera. And we will hopefully see you guys very shortly on teamfortress.tv. I think Sunday is the next game.
I'm casting with
versus...
DDC.
Ooh. DDC and Zebasai then, guys. Please do tune into that. And it's Pokemon versus, I don't know who, BFF, I assume? No, that was
Quarantine.
Today.
Pokemon Quarantine.
Okay, so it's one of the important games that decides who ends 7th in the ETF2L Season 14 tables. But thank you very much for joining us, guys. We will see you very shortly here on Team Fortress TV.
See ya.
Bye.